Today, we're reviewing the brand new Soundpeats Air5 Pro Plus earbuds, and I'm going to show you the exact software adjustments to unlock their solid state drivers, elevating these $100 daily drivers into premium high-resolution audiophile monitors. Now, to execute this upgrade, we're going to follow the Sonic architecture plan. First, we're going to start with a quick unboxing, see what comes inside the package, reveal the silicone advantage inside. Second, we're going to balance the power to performance ratio. Then, we're going to implement the master frequency unlock. Finally, we're going to weigh the ultimate pros and cons so that you know exactly if these belong in your pocket. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Anton, a power engineer, industrial mechanic, and a Red Seal electrician. We cover all kinds of products and topics in an approachable way for the average everyday person. I'm glad you found us. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. Now, those of you who have seen this channel before, I've reviewed different headphones, different microphones, and all of that. I do not consider myself an audiophile in the sense that I will acknowledge that there are definitely those of you who are much more discerning than I am when it comes to sound profiles and all of that. However, I can tell what bad audio sounds like, and I can certainly tell what good audio sounds like. And I've had some headphones on here that are, good enough for gaming, definitely not good enough for those of you who really appreciate listening to music. Now, this product here, the Air5 Pro Plus, this is an in-ear headphone. So it should sound pretty good. If it doesn't sound good, and I have a hard time really suggesting it to you guys because, yeah, it might work for gaming, but it better sound good at the same time. So I want to see how good these things actually are. I'm going to let you guys know as well. So let's start with a quick unboxing. It's actually really cool. Soundpeats keeps it clean and simple here. So inside the box, you're going to get the USB charging cable. You're going to get 3 total pairs of silicone ear tips, the ones that are on the headphones already, plus 2 additional ones in different shapes and sizes. You're going to get a bunch of manuals and the charging case itself. Physically, the case is lightweight. It's highly pocketable and features sleek gold accents. As far as cases go, this is actually a pretty premium case. It feels good in the hand. The hinge feels good. It's unique in the sense that I've used generic headphones before, and these don't feel like generic headphones. They do feel somewhat premium. The earbuds themselves follow that same stem style design language with sharp, clean lines, a little bit roundy, which, I'm not much of a roundy kind of guy, but these look okay. But the real magic is the specs that make up these headphones. So on paper, these are stacked. We're looking at Bluetooth 5.4, aptX lossless, and LDAC for high resolution audio. But the absolute centerpiece is the inclusion of xMEMS drivers. Most standard earbuds use moving coil speakers. So there's tiny magnets that push air back and forth. xMEMS technology is entirely solid state. So it uses tiny electrical currents to instantly bend a microscopic silicone membrane. So it's vastly faster and phenomenally precise, essentially putting high-end audio engineering into a budget chassis. Now, with specs that good, you'd be surprised when you pair them up, play a high-fidelity track, and you realize that the sound is surprisingly muddy. The bass is heavily bloated around the 60 to 70 hertz mark, swallowing up the mid-range, and the high-end clarity is totally absent. The hardware is brilliant, but the factory tuning is genuinely holding it hostage. But don't worry, because we've got a fix for that. But before we can fix the software, we can improve the acoustics and fit immediately. The stock ear tips sit very deep and it can cause discomfort for some users. So if that happens, the good news is these are a pretty standard ear tip. So you can grab some aftermarket ones that will increase your long-term comfort, and it will actually help the soundstage open up physically. But we're not going to review what you could do with these. We're going to review exactly what these ones do. So now, while the out-of-the-box sound needs major adjusting, the active noise cancellation on these is shockingly powerful. Running that ANC alongside the xMEMS drivers creates a severe bottleneck that you absolutely need to prepare before making a purchasing decision. Now, I want to get these paired up to my phone and give these things a listen. Now, usually, to pair something like this, what you do is stick them back in the case, and then close the lid, and then open the lid, and then it'll start blinking and saying that it's looking for something. So let me see. So I've opened that up. I see Soundpeats Air5 Pro. So I'm going to hit pairing. It's going to say, do you want to pair? Yes, I do. And there we go. So now they are connected for calls and audio. So now I should be able to pull these out and put that in there and put this one in there like that, and they should work. So I open up Spotify, listen to my favorite tracks. Ooh. That's not bad, but I can't hear myself right now because I got a headphone. I'm going to pull one out so that I can actually talk to you guys. Now there is a Soundpeats app. I'm going to just Soundpeats. I'm going to install this app because this will allow me to adjust settings on the headphones, which are going to be important in a minute. So let's look at exactly what that looks like as well. Okay, agree and continue. Over 30 million worldwide. Okay, got it. Wants me to register, log in. No devices available. Let's manage my devices. So we're going to allow Soundpeats to find and connect. Scanning for devices. Okay, so there, it has found my headphones and it has connected to them, which is great. So now I can turn on, turn on the ANC. Now, if I go like this, I should be able to, normal mode. Okay. Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay. Transparency mode, vocal enhancement. Does that enhance my voice? Ooh, that does. Makes me sound easier to hear, but standard transparency. Okay, that's good. Now I'm just looking through the app here just to see what kind of options we've got. We've got separate volume controls. Volume up, does that? Okay. Oh yeah. Now, adaptive noise production. I want transparency turned on with vocal enhancement. Now I can adjust the equalizer settings. Custom sound effect. Boost the bass. Okay, this is sounding pretty good. Power on, connect, disconnected, connected, transparency, on, LDAC, on, transparency, back to on, pass through, on. Okay, now I can hear myself again. And, oh, wow, you've got white noise, you've got EQ space. Wow. Okay, where'd my music go? Oh, yeah. That's already on my thing. Okay. This is pretty darn awesome. So I switched to the audio from the Soundpeats. Now I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, I've already played this back and listened to it. I don't like how it sounds. Like compared to my lavalier mic, it's not that great. I don't like how it sounds. Like compared to my lavalier mic, it's not that great. So this is not something that you're going to use to record your next YouTube video, even though you could totally sync them up to your phone and then use your phone like this as the camera and then have your Soundpeat as your microphone, which I have seen a lot of people do with like AirPods, and that sounds pretty good. So maybe with a little bit of fiddling with the app, you can make this audio sound better. But personally, I like the audio from my lavalier mic a little bit better. But you guys can decide what you think about the microphone. I can say that it's actually pretty good at noise cancellation as far as background noises and stuff, like even just clapping around here while I'm talking, you guys can hear that it kind of mutes that. And I'll play it back through my lav mic so you can hear how badly my lav mic is at filtering that out. I can say that it's actually pretty good at noise cancellation as far as background noises and stuff, like even just clapping around here while I'm talking, you guys can hear that it kind of mutes that. And I'll play it back through my lav mic so you can hear how badly my lav mic is at filtering that out. Now, Soundpeats claim that this is their strongest noise cancellation yet, and the results back it up. Low-end drone frequencies like airplane engines or air conditioners are effectively erased using the ANC mode on here. It actively listens to your environment and broadcasts the exact opposite sound wave to cancel out the noise before it hits your eardrums. The transparency mode is equally excellent, natural, and loud. Now, I have to say, I had not used headphones with ANC before until I got my wife a pair of AirPods. And we were on a plane when I tried hers, and I was surprised at how awesome they were as far as the droning noise of the plane. You put these in, and it's like you weren't even on a plane anymore. It was crazy. It was almost like watching a movie when people are supposedly on a plane, but it's like dead quiet so you can hear everything that they're saying. That's what it's like with ANC. And I can happily report that these seem to work equally as well. So it's really good to have a good ANC. And one of the reasons why I don't use AirPods is that they don't support Android phones fully. So you can't get all of the features working. You have to be in the Apple ecosystem. This is largely why I've been looking for different headphones that work similarly to AirPods without maybe the high price point, but have a lot of those same features. And I'm really excited that these might be the ones for me. But you want to stick around to the pros and cons because it's not all sunshines and rainbows. So here's the massive trade-off. Running Elite ANC, high-res LDAC audio, and those solid-state drivers requires a massive amount of energy. So let's look at the actual battery capacity. You get a 520 milliamp hour battery in the case and a tiny 35 milliamp hour battery inside each earbud. So officially, they say that you're going to get 6 hours of playback and 30 hours total with the case. Now, if you leave all the good features turned off, but you turn on ANC and LDAC, that playtime nosedives to under 4 hours per charge. On the bright side, a 10-minute fast charge in the case buys you roughly 2 more hours of playback. But if you're a marathon listener pulling 8-hour shifts, these will constantly die on you. If you're a commuter or a gym goer, the sonic trade-off is well worth the 4-hour session limit because you're not going to be working out for 4 hours. Now, to rescue the audio, you must enter the Soundpeats Audio app. The interface is a little bit sluggish. It requires an account to access the equalizer, and you have to log in while you're connected to Wi-Fi so that you can actually access the app. But this is exactly where we would unlock the true value of the earbuds. Now, a quick technical note. While we are in the app, the hardware limits multi-point connection and LDAC from running simultaneously. So if you want the absolute highest audio resolution from your phone, you have to leave LDAC on, which I've got now. If you need to stay connected to your laptop and your phone at the same time, then you would have to toggle LDAC off and run aptX. Now, I also went into the equalizer, and you've got adaptive equalizer options where you can go through the adaptive equalizer settings, or you can set up a custom equalizer setting using a 10-band equalizer. So we're going to input a highly specific string of values to fix the factory tuning. We're effectively cutting the muddy bass frequency and drastically boosting the treble range to let the xMEMS drivers breathe. Now, in my case, I love some old school hip hop, so I can actually keep the bass up. But for a lot of you audiophiles, you're actually going to cut the bass down a little bit so that your highs are still high, your lows are going to be pretty low though, because these are a little bit bass heavy. I'm not complaining. I like the extra bass, but if you want a more true to life, natural, easy sounding audio experience, you're gonna do that bell curve a little bit lower on the bass side, a little bit higher on the treble side. Now, if you're curious to do this for yourself, you can grab a screenshot of what we just did here and try to mimic that yourself. But what I can say, it's really hard to give you guys an idea of what this sounds like, but it sounds phenomenal. As far as all the headphones that I've tried in the past, these ones definitely meet my expectations, especially in the price range. But again, not all sunshines and rainbows. We want to stay to the end and hear those pros and cons. If you do give these settings a try, what you're going to find is that the bass tightens up. It's a lot more clean. You can actually hear the separation between the vocals and the snare drum now. So by overriding the factory settings, you have just engineered a $200 audio experience out of a budget package. So So should you actually buy the Soundpeats Air5 Pro Plus? So let's break down the final pros and the cons. On the pros side, the sheer hardware value is unmatched for the price. The xMEMS drivers deliver phenomenal detail once tuned, and the active noise canceling punches way above its weight class at 55 decibels. The inclusion of the LDAC and aptX Lossless is fantastic for Android users. On the con side, the out-of-the-box stock tuning is objectively bad and requires manual EQ tweaking. The sub 4-hour battery life with ANC and LDAC active is a major limitation for power users. The physical fit can cause pressure for some. Now in my case, it was okay and I was able to match it to what I wanted, but I have seen reports online of it being a little bit uncomfortable. So if you want a pair of earbuds that sound perfect the second you take them out of the box, or if you need an all-day battery for the office, then you might want to skip these. But if you want elite noise cancellation, cutting-edge hardware, and you're willing to spend 5 minutes inputting my custom EQ, these are an absolute steal. Overall, I'm actually really happy with them, and I'm definitely going to be using these as my daily drivers from now on because they are surprisingly comfortable for me and they sound great. Plus, that ANC. I really wanted some headphones with the ANC. These are definitely the right price point with the right features. Let me know what you guys think about them. Post a comment down below if you've got opinions, questions, whatever. And if you want to get the ones like what we got here, I will put a link in the description to where we got these from. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.